Good afternoon. My name is Scott Parazynski. I'm at grave risk of being redundantly redundant here this afternoon. A lot of repetition of material, so I won't do that to you. The break is next, so I have the advantage of introducing that. So I have two takeaway messages for my talk. One is that we have cookies. The registration desk is right across the way here, and our booth is right there, and so I hope you come join us and see some of the hardware that we prepared over many years of experience with our NASA customers. So make sure to come visit us. We've done a lot of great work with NASA, and we can help you as well. The main take-home point, though, I'd like to share with you is that we have been at NASA's side for decades doing this type of work as a payload integration partner. So from a variety of different types of payloads in life sciences and material science and plant biology, and we think that we can really be of great value to you. Whether it's an experimental design that's on the back of a napkin, or it's something that's more mature and you'd like to use one of our payload facilities that's already on orbit or that we have in bonded storage, we can help you get that on orbit and conduct your science. So we're looking forward to that dialogue with you. If we could get to the next slide. This is my contact information. My name is Scott Parazynski, as I said. Tacey Baker is here, and other members of our Wyle staff are with us today. We also have hard copies of this presentation in our booth, so pick up a cookie and a hard copy of this presentation. There's a lot of background information. Next, please. I'm just going to give you a very high-level view of our company, just so you know who we are and the broad skill set that we bring. We're divided into three different groups. We're in the very bottom here, Integrated Science and Engineering, but we started as a test company doing aerospace work. We also were involved in information technology and cyberspace type work. But our group here in Houston is about 1,000 individuals working in primary support of the NASA customer. We're about $800 million in annual revenue, been around since the 60s. Next, please. And so as you can see here, we are a major federal contractor, but we also support the commercial spaceflight sector as well as international partner spaceflight entities. We, in particular here in Houston, are involved in human health and performance, especially in extreme environments, so spaceflight and other remote environments, telemedicine, things of that nature. We have great expertise. We also have a wide variety of scientific subject matter experts that can help you develop your scientific protocols and then build those into pieces of hardware and laboratory protocols, the training materials that are required, and then help you operate those on orbit and then analyze the data when we get it back home for you. Next, please. I'm not going to go through a bunch of word charts here. I encourage you to look at our charts when you get them in hard copy, or we will post them on the web as well. But the key things to recognize here: human health and performance, working with crew members, human factors, design of these experiments, biomedical research and laboratory management. We operate a number of the high-tech laboratories here at the Johnson Space Center in particular. Environmental monitoring, mission planning and operations. We have flight surgeons and biomedical engineers on console 24/7 in support of our crews on orbit. Also flight hardware, DD&T&E, and systems engineering are real strong suits for us, as well as all the safety products that go along with that. Next, please. So very quickly, I'll show you just some pretty pictures. We won't read any of the words, but you can see that we work in some really interesting and unique environments, including medical support out at the MBL, our training pool where we practice our spacewalks. We're involved in medical evacuation as well as training for those types of environments, and all of the support laboratories that provide health management here at the Johnson Space Center as well as at the Marshall Space Flight Center in Alabama. Next. We work in some unique environments and operate some unique training environments as well. We have operate centrifuges. You can see a small-scale centrifuge on the upper left. We also operate the centrifuge at Brooks up in San Antonio. We operate hypobaric and hyperbaric chambers. We're involved in cell biology research, radiation biophysics, immunology, pharmacology, and so on. Next, please. As I mentioned, we're involved in human factors research, and including the development of the Orion, and some interesting work that was done there. You can see a photograph of the Brooks centrifuge in the middle right, and also support of the spacewalking activities and human factors of the lunar architecture. Next. Oh, we also are involved in the preparation of food. We operate the food laboratory that supplies all the food to the International Space Station, which is kind of neat stuff. As I mentioned earlier, we also are involved in mission execution. We have biomedical engineers on staff at the mission control here in Houston. We also supply some of the flight surgeons that support our crews on orbit and try and train the crews. They tried, I think successfully, 5 times to train me to be a crew medical officer, and I think it worked. I have a medical background. And also we work with our international partners. We have a lot of interface with Russian colleagues and the European Space Agency in Japan and Canada. Next, please. This is perhaps of less relevance, but we work with DoD in related systems, flight crew protection systems, and the testing of those things before they become operational. Next. So our strong suit, of course, is in engineering. So we can take, as I said, your scratched design on the back of a bar napkin or something more mature. We can help validate it, modify COTS hardware for the unique rigors of the spaceflight environment. Whatever you need to have done, we've probably done something similar in the past, and we've touched a number of different types of payloads as well as life support systems that are currently in service aboard the International Space Station, including the Colbert, the T2 treadmill that you've probably heard quite a bit about. Next, please. And of course, any type of payload that you want to fly, there are typically stowage requirements and soft goods that go along with that. We have our own in-house fabrication facilities for soft goods as well as hard goods and rapid prototyping. Next. So I'll just leave you with a very high-level summary of all the things that we're engaged in and the areas where we can help you. But biotechnology, human research, human medical operations, exercise countermeasures, plant and material science. You can see all the different spaceflight environments that we've been involved in as a payload integrator here, including analog environments like desert rats and Nemo, the undersea habitat that's down in Florida. And we are the cradle-to-grave type payload integrator that can help you. We have the subject matter expertise from a variety of different scientific disciplines, program management, and systems engineering. I think that may be it. So this just kind of shows that we understand the process in great detail, and as others have expressed here today, there is a lot behind the scenes that goes into getting a safety data package together and all the certification processes and crew training materials and so on. We've done that, and we can help you do it as well. And I guess with that, we'll wrap it up. There are a number of other slides that show greater detail on the myriad of experiments that we've helped conduct and published studies that you can reference. So thank you very much.